to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful, you all. I am your hostess and your melanated queen. Right now, I am sitting in the vehicle. I am parked in the driveway. I'm at an open house. We've had four visitors thus far. I have about another 50 minutes before the open house is ended, but we've had pretty substantial traffic come through here. And right across the street, I'm going to show you, there's another open house going on. I don't know if you can see that, but they have an open house right there. So where I'm located, there are condos out here. The condos have two-car garages. This particular open house, this unit was built in 1998. It has three bedrooms, two and a half baths. What's good, Don? And it also has a fireplace on the inside, 1,641 square feet of space, and the condo's going for 425. That's the asking price, right? Because you know in real estate everything's negotiable. You said you still have a few hours before you leave. Are you traveling out of Chicago, Don? Don, did you hear about this guy out in Chicago that set this woman ablaze on the train? So, you know, Charlotte just had an issue where a guy stabbed a woman in the neck. And the people on the train did not even try to help her. But out in Chicago, there was a guy that attacked a woman on the train. He lit a fire and put gasoline on her and lit her on fire. And nobody tried to help her, from my understanding, until she got off the train. Something has got to give in this world, y'all. From the attacks and the assault of this grown woman, this 33-year-old with sickle cell. You said, yeah, that was messed up and out of line. I just don't know what's wrong with these monsters. It's like these people are not human, y'all. I keep saying it, but these can't be humans walking around on this globe. And it just makes you wonder, why are these things allowed? And you know, they keep saying to pray that, God doesn't like ugly, but I'm like, what power would allow these people to be so evil out here? It just makes no sense, y'all. You just got to be careful. So now females really has to be careful, because you can't even ride public transportation minding your own business without randomly getting assaulted or attacked. That's crazy. They are worse than the devil. They are demonic, and it's crazy and it's scary, y'all. Y'all like my video, please. It's just like, you can't get on public transportation. You can barely walk down the street. Just like that lady, that 33-year-old woman, was walking down the street with her two children and got assaulted and attacked for no reason. I mean, obviously something is wrong. America is definitely under a spiritual warfare, y'all. Because this stuff is crazy what's going on right now. And I just feel like at all times you have to keep some type of protection on you, especially if you're a melanated woman, especially if you're a woman, period. And if you're, petite lady, because I think they try to target certain people that they feel are, easy and vulnerable. Just like that lady with that sickle cell. It didn't make any sense how she got attacked by a group of hedonistic heathens. Yeah, we might have another visitor coming to this open house, so I might have to sign off. You don't understand these imbeciles? Neither do I. I'm kind of over it, y'all. I'm just ready to leave. She's looking over here. At least I got 40 some more minutes left. So there are two open houses going on, and she's passing by. So she's looking at that one. So she might go. She might go over there and then come over here. And if she comes over here, I'm gonna have to sign off. I don't feel like talking to these people today, y'all. But I just grin and get through it because I signed up to do this. So my voice, as you can hear, is not the best. That's why I didn't come on last night, because I was up coughing just nonstop last night. You wanted to move to LA? I think you should go for it if you can find a way to support yourself. What's good, Allison? I think you should definitely go for it if you can find a way to support yourself. Go to LA, try different parts of the world, try different parts of America, see how you like different cities, because it's nothing wrong with venturing out, y'all. You don't have to be stuck and stagnant in one place. I had to do the same thing for myself. And I really don't regret moving. So Allison, Don said hi. I think Allison signed out of the building. I don't think she's here. I always wanted to go to Florida. Oh, Allison says she always wanted to go to Florida or live in Florida. I used to want to do the same thing, Allison, years ago. Many years ago, when I first graduated high school, I was considering going to Florida and actually going to college out there. They sent me some type of information on like writing, some type of scholarship information, but I didn't pursue it, and I probably should have considered it more strongly, but I did not do that. I'll probably be at Lakers, Dodgers, and Rams games. Okay. Mm. So the lady went across the street. Um, we'll see if they come over here, y'all. Y'all, we have the temperature is so beautiful today. Like, we have beautiful weather. It is almost 80 degrees. When I looked at the temperature, it said 77 today. Thank you for the like, by the way, y'all. You said yes, I'm a huge LA fan. Okay, go for what you know. Because you do like gold and purple. And by the way, gold and purple, those are the colors of royalty. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear in the background, there's a siren. I just want my voice to come back, and I just want this congestion to go away. 80, you're lucky. Yes, Don. I mean, it's so beautiful out here today. I was like, why did I freaking sign up for this open house? But it's okay. Are you okay? Because now your voice is kind of different than the voice I only hear. I'm getting over some congestion, Allison. You said, Jana said, hello, OMG. You are so beautiful. Jana, so are you. Thank you. He, you already know. Miss Jana, how are you doing today? Y'all, I'm at an open house. I'm actually in the car in the driveway. So I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all. And I don't know, this thing took over my voice like late yesterday evening. So my voice doesn't sound the same, and I'm just waiting for my voice to come back. I'll try not to strain it too much. I wanted to come on last night and do a live stream. I want to do a F Your Feelings Friday for y'all, but I just couldn't do it, y'all. I'm trying to rest myself. And I just been really, really like out of it and trying to take medicine and get myself back feeling better. You said, I hope you feel better. I'm going to be feeling better, y'all. I won't go down without a fight, I can tell you that. And I honestly, I'm not even going to blame the children, because most of the time this comes from the children. But this, I believe, came from, it was one night when I went to sleep and I didn't have the heater on. I had the heat on, but not the heater. And it just depends on what room I sleep in. I feel like I need the heater blowing straight on me, y'all. Normally when my voice leaves, oh, you took the message away. I couldn't see what you said. But yeah, I probably need to drink some tea as well, but I haven't been drinking my tea. I do have this ginger ale. Yes, I'm a true fighter. I don't have a choice but to fight, y'all. Oh my goodness. So it seems like if I talk by my vocal cords vibrating, it makes me want to cough. Hence this ginger ale. It's something about carbonated drinks that seem to make my throat feel better, y'all. And this was real strong when I opened it. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I need in my life. And then I'm going to also mix this and put this in my cup right here. And I got a straw, and I'm going to put this Alka-Seltzer cold plus citrus drops in there. It's going to fizz up, and it's going to mix with this. And that's what I need. I know you're strong. You're the reason why I feel safe here. You said you should take you should take a break. You should end the live right here. Just probably start tomorrow and see if you feel better tomorrow, Sunday. Thank you, Allison, for your advice. Trust me, I'm not going to be on here too long, Allison. And actually, I noticed too, like, just having the air vaporized makes me feel a lot better. Because see, we're getting into like the air getting drier, and I think that bothers our lungs too. And I think that's why they say you should keep like a humidifier in the house. So beside the bed, I have a what is it? What is that thing called? You put the drops in there. A diffuser. I have one of those by the bed. Oh, you think I should end the live? Oh, y'all are so sweet. I'm gonna end it, y'all, but I just want to come on here to pass some time away. Do y'all mind if I talk to y'all? I probably sound worse than how I feel. I actually don't feel all the way 100%, but I'm not as weak as I sound. You'll be back in here Tuesday or Wednesday or even Thursday, the latest. Okay, Don. Well, you know, you can always catch the replay. As long as I lived in North Carolina, I never explained. And it's very dry air. I don't understand why the weather gets dry, but it's so humid in the summertime. It's very humid in the summer, and it gets dry in the winter. And it's so dry, like you have to really moisturize your skin too. So I've been using coconut oil on my skin. Coconut oil on my skin and moisturizing, and like the foot scrub on my feet. And I want to start making foot scrub for myself. I think I can do it, y'all. What y'all think? I think that'll be something nice to do. I think, oh, so there's a bug. I'm trying to, it's a little bug up in here, y'all. I was trying to kill it, but he keeps flying around. But yeah, right now the weather is beautiful. And then also too, just like running the shower and letting it get real warm and hot. Because I washed my hair earlier too. I washed my hair, and that helps. Just having all that vapor in the bathroom really, really helps. You said, you know, I will, my day is incomplete when I don't see you. You are something else. I have a question. What's my favorite color? I like a multitude of colors. It depends on what we're talking about. I love, I like blue. I like pink. I like gold. It just depends on what we're talking about, the color that it's for. I like burgundy. I like vibrant colors. I like it's like a earthy green color. I like beautiful purples. I was trying to see if that car was about to come over here. I really don't feel like anybody else coming here. I just like a multitude of colors, y'all. Blue is your favorite. Oh, is it? I thought purple was your favorite. Purple, because you said you like purple so much. I know a lot of people like purple. Even guys like purple. You love purple the most, but blue is your favorite first color. I'm confused. So you like indigo. Just say you like indigo, a mixture of blue and purple. I think that's a beautiful color too. I just like all different colors. Now, if I'm going to wear something, I like colors that pop and colors that are vibrant, like a deep dark gold yellow. I like that on me. I like this blue on me. I like the earthy greens on me. I like earth tones on me, on my skin color. And on my skin color, I also like pink and cherry red. You said you love purple, pink, blue, and red. So we like the same colors, Allison. Gaming Kid, how are you? We like the same colors, Allison. That's interesting. Yeah, I just think that colors are beautiful. I'm glad you're doing good, Gaming Kid. Where are you at? Where are you located, by the way? I'm just curious to know, y'all, where y'all are at. Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking out with me. Y'all, this bug is getting on my nerves. I can't stand for a bug to be flying around in here. There's a you might hear there's an airplane flying overhead. Y'all, this is getting my time. You said, how am I doing? I'm getting over some illness, and you could probably hear it in my voice. I'm getting over that, and I'm going to be feeling better later. Probably go get something to eat after this. Hopefully something good. I'll probably go get my edamame gyoza dumplings that I love so much. You said that you have to go take a nap. You're so tired. Okay, go take your nap, girl. You hate bugs. Okay, somebody is letting loose on that motorcycle, y'all. One day I was leaving the school, y'all, and there was like a bumblebee on the ground, and it looked like it was kind of suffering a little bit, and it was struggling. Don't you know? I was about to step on it. I kind of put some weight on it. Then I said, "That's kind of cruel, isn't it?" So I opted not to kill it. I was like, "Why would I just step on it for no reason?" It's almost like I'm saying that they don't have a right to live, y'all. You said you heard it low key. It's kind of like, you know how people just kill random stuff? Like if bugs are in the house, I'm definitely going to kill them. But I just kind of put it into this perspective. What if there were giants that walked around and looked at us and said, "Oh, you look like, you're just annoying. I feel like you don't deserve to live, so I'm going to step on top of you." Do y'all ever think like that? But this right here, this gnat, I don't know where he went, y'all. He needs to get out of here. Sometimes I'll let the window down. I'll try to get them out. You make your brother pick up the bugs in the house? Mm. You would have stepped on it if you were younger? Okay. Yeah. My sister broke out. She broke out in hives one time, y'all, because she saw some type of bug in the house. So my daddy had to go all the way across the street to where she was at, because he was at my apartment, and go and find this bug and try to kill it. And I think by the time they got over there, the bug was gone. And she ended up causing herself to break out in hives. I think she said she turned red, y'all. Just craziness. So your mental, your psychological well-being has a lot to do with your physical well-being. You can make yourself develop physical symptoms. So that's why it's so important when you're trying to heal your body to try to think positively about your healing as much as possible. Big hunter. Yeah, I can't stand I don't like lizards because they look like snakes. I don't like those things, those creatures either. So I found out by looking for this concoction, because I used to get a bunch of lizards around the townhouse when I was living at this townhouse, and there are toads that lizards don't like. You could put like I think it's like cayenne pepper and garlic water and mix it together and spray them. You don't like a thousand leg bugs? I don't like those centipede looking things. Those things are egregious. Y'all, when you get around different places and you start seeing the different stuff that they carry, it's scary. Like those scorpions. I don't know how in the world people can live in Arizona and deal with those things. I would be so scared and fearful, y'all. And jellyfish, they said those can be dangerous when you're at the beach because you can't even see those, and they're clear and they can sting you. I'm like, why is it like that? You would run? Yeah, y'all got to be careful. Luckily, thank goodness, I haven't seen anything like that. I've seen one of those gecko things from like the Geico commercials. Those are interesting looking creatures. And I've also seen a chipmunk. Those are cute. I think chipmunks are cute, y'all. But they're hard to find. And there are a lot of squirrels all around, too. You would run. Oh, boy. They're coming out of that townhouse across the street. They might try to come this way, y'all. And if they do, I have to sign out of here. But guess what the good news is? I only have 30 more minutes to talk to y'all. Well, 30 more minutes for this open house. You said Alvin and the Chipmunks. Let me show y'all. They might be with their realtor. Hold on. Do y'all see some people walking? Or are they getting back in the car? I hope they get back in the car. Honestly, I hope they get back in the car. I have an open house sign out here so they can see that we have an open house going on as well. She's looking over here, y'all. So look, I'm letting y'all be nosy. Oh boy, she's coming over here. Oh my God. Let me take this down. All right, y'all. Hello, how are you?
Are you having an open house?
Yes, ma'am. Are you the realtor?
Am I? Oh no, I was interested.
Okay, yeah.
You're the owner?
No, I'm the realtor.
Oh, do you know? Does this one have This is for my parents.
Yes.
Does it have a first floor master?
It doesn't. It has 3 bedrooms upstairs. Are they looking for a master?
They need a
Downstairs?
downstairs because of
Okay, no, it doesn't.
walking. Okay.
It doesn't have one. Did they have one over there?
They do. They
Oh,
have one over there,
nice.
which is unusual. So that's why we
Oh,
looked at it.
okay. Well, feel free to look. Come and look if you want.
Yeah,
They want the master
they
down.
really need. They can't walk up and downstairs.
The primary ensuite. I understand.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, good luck to you and your parents.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. You said you love me. You should see me soon. If you sign off, my brain will go blank at the worst possible time. Yeah, her parents are looking for a primary ensuite on the lower level. We don't say master anymore. It's primary ensuite. Master has like a slave connotation, so we don't say that, y'all. We don't say master bathroom. We don't say master bedroom. We say primary ensuite, primary, bedroom. All right? That's what we say. But yeah, they're leaving. She's driving a black Camry. Shout out to the Toyota owners. I feel like Camrys are great cars. I never had a Camry. I test drove one some years ago. She probably was like, why? She was probably was like, why am I sitting in the car? Y'all, when I host open houses, I will sit in the car. I will sit on the porch if like they have a nice porch area. I actually got one of my clients to come meet me like that for the first time. He met me at an open house and I was out on the porch. So they have another car that's coming. These are like older Caucasians that live out here. Every time you go live, my day is completed. Don, you're such a trip. Your mood brightens. Well, I am so glad I'm able to brighten your mood. And guess what? When I go live, you all help me out. How about that? So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel, y'all. I am so like proud of myself for growing this channel because I really got like frustrated. And you know who I needed to have been frustrated with? Myself, because I found out the more that I am consistent, the more that I just continue to interact with y'all, the more that my channel will grow. But I just, I was doing it I'm not going to say old fashioned way, but like I was just posting like pre-recorded videos. But I think more people like for me to be interactive on the channel. That's what I'm guessing, because it seems like the more that I do that, the more y'all tune in and show up and subscribe. So I've been on here, I've been more active, I've been more consistent, and even though I haven't been feeling well, I still been trying to push some content out for y'all. And I was talking about the whole Chicago thing with those group of hooligans that attacked that lady and her children yesterday, y'all. It really had me upset. Anytime I see stuff like that, I get highly upset because I know the mentality of those people. I actually used to live around people that were similar to that. Luckily, I never got physically assaulted or physically attacked, but a group of hooligans, they surrounded my car one time. And like I said, I do have an autobiography that I've been working on. This was way back when I had just like graduated high school. I was taking my sister back and forth to school because my parents had put her in a different high school. But you just can't be around people that have a ghetto mentality. And especially if that's not the type of person you are. And if you don't blend in with the mob of heathens and hooligans, a lot of times they want to attack you. And it's so sad, y'all. It is so sad. So, just if you can, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your family, move them away from people like this, y'all. It's not worth being around those people. Be around people that actually, care about their future, care about their lives, care about, doing something with themselves constructively. A lot of people in this world want you to be miserable or right along with them. And I think that they were, jealous for dumb stuff. From my understanding, the lady's boyfriend was speaking out, and he said that those boys would pick on the son because he would get his hair twisted, having his hair freshly done, stuff like that. And people, regardless if you think that they think this way or not, people are very low vibrational, and unfortunately they are that childish and low thinking. Like, I didn't know that people would hate on you for stuff that you wouldn't even think about. Like, I didn't know people would hate on you for your hair. People used to hate on me for my hair. I mean, females would hate on me for my hair because they, I guess, figured out after I kept wearing my hair every single day that my hair was real. So, they put it out there saying that I thought I was cute because I had a little bit of hair and I had long nails. Like, I've always grown like these. I don't, I've always had like long nails. These are my real nails, by the way, but I need to cut them so that they can grow back evenly. Um, I don't go get my nails done. I just grow my own nails, y'all. But the thing about it is, it's like people, things that you don't think people pay attention to, they pay attention to it. And it's very sad. And, they pay attention to like just things that you're not even thinking about, y'all. And it's those type of people that you got to stay away from. Be around people that are used to having stuff in their lives. Be around people that are accustomed to doing, positive things with with themselves. That's going somewhere in life. And I'm always going to pitch this, especially to my melanated people. We need to make home ownership. We need to make home ownership normalized for melanated people, y'all. That's very important. It is imperative because I am so tired of seeing every other ethnicity, every other nationality coming and owning homes, owning real estate. And, melanated people are still stuck in that repetitious cycle of renting. And, you can hear the airplanes, y'all. So we're not far from the airport. But they get caught up in that cycle, that cyclical cycle of renting, and then they feel like home ownership is impossible when it's really not, y'all. And I think I've already told y'all about the fact that they have actually Fannie Mae is who most of the lenders use when they try to pull your credit to customize how they're going to tell you if you're pre-approved or not. They use the standards of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. There's another car, y'all. Let me see where they're going. Okay, all right. Let me show y'all. So they just pulled up. They're going to the house across the street. It's this silver truck. Y'all, we get so many people that move to this city from people out of town. Like the lady that came earlier, she came with her son, and she is moving here from out of town. I generally don't care what they think. You're everything to me. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, so they're probably going to go over there, and then they might come over here. Y'all, I only have 22 more minutes, so thank y'all so much for keeping me company. Yeah, but they are relaxing the credit score. So instead of having like a conventional credit score of 620, they're going to look at other variables, such as your credit history worthiness. They're going to look at the whole economic picture of where you stand to determine if you are pre-approved. Turn around so y'all can see. See, they're walking in. I'm letting y'all see these people walking. They're going across the street. It's a man and a woman. And the girl across the street that's hosting, she's really nice because she waved at me. I waved at her. So that's Keller Williams is hosting over there. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with Keller Williams, but that's a brokerage. They have different ones like Long and Foster. They're really well known in Virginia. They have Allen Tate. They have Mark Spain. There's Coldwell Banker. There are a lot of different real estate firms. And then there's some of the ones that are just like owned by one person. You can make your own real estate firm, honestly. And one of the neighbors, she just came outside with her dog. She's looking over here. Sometimes, you have to ignore people because I remember when I first got my real estate license, y'all, I used to live in Virginia, and I went to go look at a house, and like one of the people were looking at me like, what are you doing over here? Like they just thought it was strange that I had access to the property, and I went in there, and then they reported it to my broker in charge. But I didn't get in trouble or anything, but sometimes people will look at you, because they're trying to figure you out. You just have to ignore it. He said, I'm sorry, it's just that I never met anyone as beautiful and so amazing as you. I think about you every day. Oh my goodness, Don. You're definitely placing me on a pedestal, and that's kind of intimidating for me. I don't want you to place me that high. Okay, I have to have some humility, but I do appreciate your compliments. So, and you know what people do too. So I don't know if you can see this lady, but look. All right, she's in frame. So what people will do, y'all, they will. It looks like she has some type of Shih Tzu puppy or whatever she has, Pomeranian. I don't know, some type of puppy. They will actually send the neighbors around to spy on your open house as well, and they'll pretend like they are visiting, but they're really neighbors from the neighborhood. I just want to put that out there. So don't think that they don't do stuff like that. People will do that. They'll just do all types of stuff. So you just got to be very just real. Okay, and look, I'm being nosy again. The people are coming back out of the house. He said, "Oh, I hog a nosy pass today." Yeah, you have to be very cognizant, is what I'm saying, about, when people come and they're looking around, because you just never know who you're entertaining. I've even heard how people will go back and report stuff to the real estate commission, because they want to get people in trouble with the real estate commission board, y'all. So you have to be careful about what you say to people, careful what you display on social media, careful about what you say about a neighborhood. A lot of people want to be placed, in a neighborhood with good schools. We can't tell people whether or not it's a good school or not. We have to tell them, the resources on where they can find the information. People will say, I don't want to be in a high crime neighborhood. So we can't really say too much about that because of the practice of real estate. But we can definitely point them on where they can get the information to do the research for themselves. And, like I said, a lot of times people don't know when they are being discriminated against in real estate. Like, I was just working with some clients of mine this week, and they are actually trying to get into a property, but they're looking to rent right now. And it's just amazing how people get mishandled, especially when you're dealing with rentals. This is why I really encourage a lot of my melanated people to start thinking about purchasing homes, so they don't have to keep going through that nonsense and that rigmarole over and over again. She's going through a lot, y'all. They're dealing with a lot. You said, I'm saying all this nice stuff to you because I'm being completely real with you, but no one understands how much I enjoy seeing you. And you said I was a nosy one a bit growing up. We all are nosy. People try to act like they're not nosy. Everybody's nosy. Even when people are inside their houses, they're peeking out their blinds, cracking the blinds. They see what's going on, but they pretend like they don't see what's going on. I'm telling you, they do. They will record and film from the blinds. Yes, they will. So like I said, you just have to ignore people. Just know that you're always being watched, especially when you come outside in a subdivision, in a neighborhood. People will watch what you're bringing in your house. Like if you go grocery shopping or if you go shopping, period. Because I used to, man, when I was living in my apartment, I remember I used to live on the fourth floor. I used to go shopping and stuff. I just could feel people watching me. I could feel the eyes were on me, y'all, when I was bringing my bags in the house. But see, when you have your own home, you just back right into the garage and close that thing on up, and nobody can see what you're getting out of your trunk. Some days I don't, because it's generally none of my business. Yeah, but people be watching you no matter where you are. They're watching even when they pretend like they're not watching you. Just know that, and understand it. Yeah, I'm so glad that y'all have tuned in with me. I have really been enjoying. Please consider, liking and subscribing. I do have some really good content for y'all. I do love to research. I love learning, and I like bringing interesting topics to y'all that actually have substance. But right now, because a Tesla just pulled up, because I'm at an open house, so this is what we're talking about. So he's going around the circle. Let's see if he turns around. And that lady, she's out there with the dog. What is she doing? Is that our mailbox? Look, can y'all see that lady with the dog? He said, I love you. I give you my whole heart. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she was checking her mail, y'all. Okay, so the Tesla just circled around. Let's see if they come here. They can really keep going. That's how I feel. Oh, she's talking to the guy in the Tesla, y'all. She's talking to this guy in the Tesla. See if y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can see her. Is it? It's not showing. I don't know if it's showing the guy in the Tesla. I don't know if it's showing y'all. He said they just be doing anything. It's like she wants to be seen. I don't know. It's like she wants to be seen, but y'all, you'll be surprised at what people do in neighborhoods. You gotta watch people. You really gotta watch people. Yeah. Luckily, I don't have much to do when I sign out of here. I got 15 more minutes left. Just turn these lights off. Make sure I lock this door back. And I'm out of here and I can go get me something good to eat. And guess what? I am literally minutes away from these edamame gyoza dumplings that I love, y'all. Just moments away from those. He said it's crazy, Don. It is crazy. But, and I want y'all to like, I know certain neighborhoods try to make people feel uncomfortable by staring, like, what are you doing here? But I want to say this. If there's a neighborhood that you really are considering moving into, don't let those people make you feel like you don't belong or you don't deserve to be there, because you deserve to live in a highly affluent area. You deserve to live somewhere where you feel safe. You deserve to live somewhere where you feel comfortable. Send me some of those. I'm going to tear them up, Don. You deserve to live wherever you wish to live, and that's the problem with a lot of people with this sense of entitlement. They, like to project negativity onto others and to make them feel uncomfortable. But even when I host like the $1 Million Homes and I already know who predominantly lives there, I go into that house and I treat those people just like, anybody else would treat them, because who is to say that they are any more relevant than you are? He said, oh man, we'll enjoy them. Uh-oh, somebody just pulled up in an Outlander, y'all. All right, and he's going up the street, old Caucasian guy. I told you it's a bunch of old Caucasian people that live out here. So it's very quiet. It's very quiet. Oh, the Tesla just backed in. Oh, so he's a neighbor. So what was all of that for? If they wanted to talk to each other, they didn't have to be all up in the street, y'all, whatever. But yeah, 13 more minutes, y'all. 13 more minutes. 13 more minutes, y'all. Got 13 more minutes. Yeah, so people, they get really upset when they see that you live a certain way, especially if you are a melanated person. They feel like they have a sense of entitlement and they don't want to see you with any credentials, with anything nice. They start staring. Just ignore them, y'all. I got to say that to y'all, to my melanated people, because the consensus is that look, here she come walking back with the dog. Don't worry about them, Don the Lakers. Now he's coming up look at this guy coming up the street with, oh, so she's taking pictures in the street. Y'all about to see this Caucasian guy walk past. Look. So like I said, a lot of them can't stand when they feel like they're the only ones that's supposed to be privileged to have certain things or to live in certain places, or to have certain credentials. I guess he's taking a picture of her. They don't have anything going on for real. I think they just want to be seen. They get really mad and they get just upset because there's nothing they can do about it. And you have to ignore people like that, because unfortunately, they're just hateful and they're mean and they're always going to be, just miserable. They do want to be seen, Dawn. They do want to be seen. They want to be seen so bad. So they're walking up the street now. But yeah, I just noticed that a lot of times with people of, what do I want to say, that are melanated, recessive, melanin, like we don't give a damn about what y'all doing. I know, right? Yeah, the recessive melanated person. They get very upset when you start telling the truth about them, and they start being like hit dogs, hollering in the comment section and stuff. They get very upset when you say anything about them that's truthful. You said it ain't our business. 10 more minutes, y'all. 10 more minutes, and I'm out of here. They get really mad. Yeah, they get very upset. Oh, and they get triggered too with Brown Girls Are Beautiful with the title. They don't like when you consider yourself beautiful. If you have anything, what's good, Momo? They don't like it when you uplift or empower yourself and others. They get very upset about that. And guess what you have to do? Ignore them, because they're always going to be hit dogs, and they're always going to holler, and they're going to be sounding like Wolverines. You said they'll even go puppy eyes. Yeah, but that's just the nature of the country in which we live. They really push, a lot of division here and separation and segregation here. Like in America, neighborhoods are very highly segregated, schools are highly segregated. That's one thing that I was not aware of, but I'm very much aware of it now. And like I told you, I like to have people of all different diverse cultures living amongst me, because I think it allows for a better living experience. You can't have too many melanated people around you, and you can't have too many Caucasian people around, because Caucasian people, they're just going to be how they're going to be, and you got to ignore their antics. A lot of times they want to get your attention. Like they get very bothered when they see you doing well for yourself, or you're living well and you're enjoying life. They get very triggered, especially if it looks like you're not suffering, or if you're not having a hard, way to go in life, or if you don't have a profession that they think you should have. They want to know, well, how are you able to do what you're doing and it looks like you don't really work? And they wonder these things. I had a client to tell me that her and they weren't white people, these were Indian neighbors of hers across the street, because she had bought a house and she was living in that neighborhood for about a year, a brand new house she bought for herself. And she said that they asked her how how is she able to, basically they wanted to know what does she do for a living, because they wanted to try to figure out how she living in the house by herself, which I think is very rude and disrespectful. He said if they failed, they gonna throw a temper tantrum like a little toddler. Don't nobody care about their temper tantrums, y'all. You gotta ignore temper tantrums, because people do stupid things, and people that do stupid things will win stupid prizes. And sometimes you might not be the one to feed into their negativity, but they're gonna win the stupid prize for someone else. A lot of people. Uh-oh, we got another person pulling up. He's in a white Mercedes, y'all. I don't think he's looking. I think he lives here. Yeah, I think he's going down there. Let's see. Let's see if he turns around, y'all. 7 more minutes. The countdown has begun. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's pulling up into his driveway. I'll just walk away and die of laughter when I'm fat enough. What? What are y'all talking about? 6 more minutes, y'all. Oh my goodness, this feels so good. This feels so good. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I feel so grateful that y'all have been with me all this time to pass this time away, y'all. Because I swear I didn't feel like getting back out this car talking to these people. I just don't feel like talking to them. But yeah, I'm just here doing what I'm doing. I would show y'all the open house, but it's nothing too much to be excited about. I have my GoPro. I was gonna do like a video with the GoPro today, but I already did a live stream on my YouTube channel for real estate. So I'm just gonna let that be. You say if you're happy, then I'm happy. Well, I greatly appreciate that, Don. Yeah. So yeah, just ignore the people that are vying for your attention. Because a lot of times when they want your attention, it's because they want to be your energy vampire. They want to extract and drain and extract and drain. And when you ignore them, the more they're going to be hit dogs hollering, and the more you're going to ignore them, the more they can't take it, y'all. I have seen this in real life. I've seen it in real life. Yep. They can't stand it. Too bad. You'll always be in my heart, so don't forget that. Thank you, Don. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 5 more minutes. 5 Minuten, everybody. 5 Minuten. That's how you say 5 minutes auf Deutsch in German. 5 Minuten, okay? 5 Minuten. Haben Sie alles einen guten Tag? That means everyone in here, you have a good day. And like I said, I'm looking forward to going to get my edamame gyoza dumplings. Oh, they're gonna be so good when I get them. I was gonna order them before I came to the. Do you know what I did? I accidentally went to the wrong location. I was like 20 some minutes from the right open house, y'all. Much love to you as well, Don. I accidentally went to the wrong location because I forgot to put the zip code in. So it took me to another location and I was like 20 some minutes away. So when I pulled up here, the open house started at 12 p.m. It was like 12:12. People were already here. 3 people were already here. But luckily I met them in time. So I opened it up so they could go inside because I forgot to put the zip code in. So sometimes if you don't put the zip code in, it'll take you to a different address that's similar to the address. And I'm like, wait a minute. I bypassed the location. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. And so I put it back in and it said that I had 24 more minutes to get here. But I actually got here. I got there early, y'all, because I put up my open house signs. I was there early. And then I had to take the signs down, put them back in the trunk, and turn around and come here. But it's okay. It's okay. Luckily, I left early enough that I had time to get here at the, to catch the people that were here. But things like that happen. It's a learning experience just to always remember to put that zip code in, because if not, you can be routed to the wrong location. All right, y'all, I'm about to go in here. I'm going to take y'all in here with me, okay? I'm going to take y'all in with me. And I am going to go and turn these lights off so you'll get to see this place as I go in here. He said, who's it, just you and me on here? All right, you're about to see what it's looking like, okay? Let me turn this around. All right, we're going inside. I'm gonna pin this on and I'm gonna lock the door. So, I have music playing, y'all. Turning these lights off. This is the kitchen area. I'm gonna get my stuff up out of here. Yes, it's decent. It needs some updating though. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn this off. There we go. Just trying to set this up. Hold on, I'll have to set it down for a second. All right, so I can pack my stuff, y'all. So I can pack my stuff and get up out of here. Put everything in my bag. Put everything in my bag. Here we go. Got my bag. I'm gonna leave a few flyers in here. I'll leave one flyer in here. Hello, welcome. What's good, Rankin? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm just leaving up out of this open house. Hold on. I gotta turn the lights off. Why did I turn these lights off? Oh, right here. Okay. Now we're gonna go upstairs. Turn the lights off upstairs. And this door has a digital. Now I'm not too fond of this carpet, y'all. But up here they did put LVP flooring down up here. Okay. So this is the, you see the hardwood floors. It's not hardwood, it's LVP flooring. It's laminate vinyl plank flooring. And this was built in the 1998, okay? So they did a few updates. Well, they put fresh paint in here. It smells fresh. The walk-in closet. Turn this off. Make sure all the lights are off, y'all. It's the bedroom. Bedroom number 3 is right here. This bedroom is a little bit bigger. He said it's nice. Yeah, it's pretty decent. And you also get washer and dryer, laundry area here, and another full-size bathroom right here. Okay, and the tub is back there. So we'll turn this off. Make sure all that is off. There's a linen closet right there. For this to be built in 1998, I'm pretty sure that, you know, this was a hot commodity. And actually where it's located, that is a big major driving factor for this property is because of its location. This is like a more affluent side of town. So, like I said, that is the main thing in real estate is location. I'm trying to turn, make sure our ceiling fan is off. Okay. And you gotta turn, this is your half bath right here. Excuse me. Oh, goodness, y'all. Okay. We're headed on out. We're headed on out. And I gotta get my, okay. And they have digital locks, so it automatically locked itself back, okay? So we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna go ahead and head on out of here. And I have to get my open house sign. See out there? It's my open house sign. I gotta go get that. Put that in the trunk. Guys, like, what? They could say it again. She had, so they got their open house going on until 3, from 11 to 3. That's 4 hours. 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I did a 3-hour open house before, and I'm like, I don't think I want to ever do that again. I was like over it. This is so peaceful. I'm glad you're feeling peaceful. I bought my drone just in case I wanted to fly my drone because it's a beautiful day out here. So I could get some drone footage for y'all. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, all right, all right. It's a lot of leaves out here too, y'all. I had about 6 open house signs that I put in the trunk. And y'all, I don't know if I showed you my clothing brand, but let me show you my clothing brand. I always keep this on me. I keeps it on me, y'all. I keep it on me. So this is, hold on. It's my clothing brand right here. Okay. Printed by yours truly. These are pants. I mean, not pants. These are shorts, actually. It's a piece of lint. But these are shorts. This is the Tar Heel blue. And it comes with a matching shirt. See, it says Melanie King. So this whole thing comes together as a set. And I printed these myself. These comes in an assortment of colors. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brown Girls Are Beautiful all day, every day hashtag. No days off. You know, a lot of people. You said thank you for going live today. As always, you're welcome. So I'll be coming back on some more so y'all can see, some of the behind the scenes footage of what I do. Oh, I forgot to close the other door, y'all. Hold on one second. I forget to close the passenger door. Hold on. Forgot. Look how pretty the leaves are. They have fallen all over the place. Yes, it's definitely peaceful here. It's peaceful out here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed it is. All right, we're about to leave. We're about to go bye-bye. Okay. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Now, I'm going to put y'all up here. And I'm going to turn this. I'm going to turn this on. And we're about to go get our dumplings, y'all. Love again to be from out of town for a few days. Okay, that's fine. All right, because I might be doing the same thing that you're doing. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Continue to walk in your divinity. Remember to celebrate yourself because if you don't, who else will? All right.